Hey there guys, this is my Minecraft world that I've been playing on for like 10 years basically, and so I want to show you all the updates in this video because, as I said, I'm going to be updating you every time there's new changes. So, of course, we go to the update board, 11.3 updates. We changed the buildings in Central. So what actually happened here is, yeah, the buildings were changed around. It's pretty neat. These ones have always stayed the same. I don't want to touch them because they've been here for like forever. But yeah, I think I moved the armor shop here. It looks pretty good. As well as like this. This is a shop. See that? Central shop. It's kind of empty. It's here now, and I think it looks a lot better than being randomly over there. And these houses finally changed, you know, like they're actually different now, which is cool. You know, villagers can still live in here and stuff, so. And then yeah, of course, this is Central Academy's here. So yeah, now that this shop is gone, we have another school entrance, pretty pog. And so another update and change is we added a golden roller coaster to Wonderland. So yeah, here we are in Aventry, right? And here's the amusement park. It got renamed to Wonderland because I still want to keep that name in my world. Remember, this city used to be called Wonderland, right? So now it's just the amusement park. I think it fits well. So yeah, we added another roller coaster here. As you can see all the way down over here, it's a golden one, and this one was actually in spawn from like the first world. I just copy and pasted it over into here because I felt like, you know, it'd be cool to bring it back. So this is actually one of my earliest builds that's just placed back again into this world. I added these trees which were originally in spawn. I just felt that the jungle trees near spawn kind of looked ugly, and these are the only ones I didn't want to knock down because it had a secret fortress in this one, and on this one I put, back in like 2012, I wrote these signs. I think this was the first because of the typo. Yeah, and then I also added this here, another maze, because that was like one of the first things I built, so I brought it back. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, I added a parking garage to Nexus City. Now this parking garage, it has been in my world before, but I took it out. It was actually on my old Minecraft server, so it's it was used for other mods and stuff. Here it is. Kind of hard for cars to even access this, so I guess like how would you even get in here? It was mostly used for like a weird mod where you could fly blazes as helicopters and stuff. It was kind of cool. I might update this and actually make it look cool, especially cobblestone. That's just gross, man. Going over Nexus City, nothing much here has changed, honestly. I think I like edited a few little things, like maybe this building got minor updates and stuff, but like nothing big, you know, which is just what I'm saying here. As you can see, I put added minor details and changes. They're minor, so I don't even know what they are anymore, but I know every time there are little changes here and there, so that's one of them. I also updated Central Airport. That's right, so the airport out here in Central, it took up kind of obnoxious space, so I rotated the runway. It used to run this way, but now it's running this way, and so it took out a lot of the old swamp crap here. So finally, I think the swamp is completely gone now, because now it's just a river, right? So that's way better. I also want to kind of update these airports to make it fit more with the world, because like that does look like an airport. That looks kind of cheap, you know? So I want to fix that, make it actually look cool, you know, like a normal actual airport, which would probably be way bigger than that. I connected the dungeons in Central Castle. So yeah, that's right, going to Central Castle, as you can see here, I did connect everything. Check this out. So this is the main staircase down to the dungeons, right? Now this dungeon, it really wasn't special, wasn't much, but I added this part here. So now you can actually access this new dungeon area, I guess. It looks really cool. There's a bunch of rooms and stuff. This is actually right under the dining hall. So you check that out. And I also added like another way to access everything. So like, it is pretty cool. You can get around the castle a lot nicer now. Like this is the headmaster's tower, right? That goes to the dungeons, all this stuff. So it's now like a way better castle than before just by doing that. So that's pretty neat, you know? There are a lot more changes to come for this castle that I have planned, so stick around for that. I also added like some ledges here for the windows, just because I want to add like some more texture to the castle, because it did look plain. I got a lot of your comments saying that, and I want to update it for sure. And that's just like one change. There's gonna be a lot more that I'm experimenting around with, so stay tuned for the next update. So yeah, so I did Central Castle outside details like the ledges, and then this is where things get interesting. This is the main part of the update. We already covered this sign where I moved the trees. Nexus City is now open. So this is like the main update of this world. So look at that. Nexus City. It's not 100% done, but it's open now to the public. So first I added some legs to the ball because it did look weird with it just floating, so it's finally secured with some legs on each side. It looks cool. Kind of looks like that thing from The Incredibles, though. But let's go into the Nexus through the actual system. Alright, so the teleporter. So now we're inside the Nexus. Now to get to the city, you go through one of these gates. And the city gate is over here. So you go in here, and then you press the button and jump, and it launches you, right? Oh my god, why are you everywhere, dude? So here is Nexus City. It looks so cool. I'm trying to go for a futuristic like style look of a city. And don't worry, I know it looks sort of plain through the streets. It's in progress. Like, I'm gonna add a lot of details in there to actually make it look cool. I just want to get the buildings done first. So most of the buildings are done. There's only like 2 that aren't yet, but those will be done next update. But so far, this is a functional city, and if this ever becomes a server, people can choose to live here if they want. Which is why like buildings like these are completely empty, because the idea is to have all these like as apartments so people could live in it and just like buy out the place. It'd be cool, you know? Imagine living in a futuristic city. You also get the perks of having the beacons give you some extra stuff, right? But yeah, some of these buildings actually serve a purpose. Like this obviously is a hospital, so I did the Nexus Hospital. It looks pretty fancy. Like, here's the waiting room, right? It's furnished enough so you know what it is. Yeah, so yeah, that's the hospital. Pretty cool. Then we have like a building like this. This is just like an office tower or even an apartment, depending on what people would want to do with it. Like, all these buildings are mostly empty unless there's something else. So like an example of something else is this building here with the blue. This is actually the police station. So you got like a lobby here, right? You also got, I mean, I guess these are officers. If you want to trade, come to the station. You got a bunch of villagers here. And then, of course, the prison, the jail. Another cool building is this one right here. This is the bank, a cool futuristic bank. Here's the bank vault, which is on another floor, right? This one is really cool. This is the Nexus University. So, like, students and people could actually learn here. Up here, you got the library. Yeah, it has a cool, like, open concept. Here is dorms, so people could stay here. If they play on the server and want to go to this university, they could live here. And then up here is like classrooms and stuff. So it's actually really cool. So all the other random buildings you see are mostly empty for the most part, you know? Except for this one. This is actually a factory. So yeah, that's cool. And that is the new Nexus City. It is open to the public, which is neat. You can go and trade with villagers and stuff like that. Now, also the airport is fully functional. It always has been, but now it's even more functional. So there's access from the city to the airport. So you just drop down, of course, and you could actually access the Nexus right here. See that? Check that out. It works like all the other airports do in my world, basically like this. Check that out. I think in removing that Elytra feature because it might get abused by people. So yeah. Here we go. Check this out. See that? And then you could just fly off wherever you want. And if you don't know how to fly, you could just drop in the water. It is pretty cool. And the airport's open through here as well, which I'm not going to go in because I want to look at the world now. And that is basically all the updates in 11.3 of this world. I think that's, yeah, 11.3. I want to change the name still. I don't know what to name it though. I have a lot more plans for 11.4, like so many ideas. So yeah, if you enjoyed this update, click subscribe and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching and of course, fly on.